All right, moving to the UK now, where a lawyer has said that 16 British climate activists that have been jailed for their high-profile protests acted for future generations and should have their prison terms reduced. Describing the sentences of between 15 months and 5 years as the highest of their kind in modern British history, lawyer Danny Friedman told London's Court of Appeal that the activists did what they did out of sacrifice and were acting in the best interests of the public, the planet, and the future generations. The hearing is being closely watched amid fears that peaceful protests risk being stifled in the UK. In another case in southwestern England, 2 other protesters denied charges over a stunt at the prehistoric monument Stonehenge last year. Climate campaign group Just Stop Oil claimed the 16 protesters appealing against their sentences were political prisoners. Just Stop Oil has launched high-profile protests since being formed in 2022 to fight the use of fossil fuels, which scientists agree are causing global warming and climate change. The 16 activists, including some who threw tomato soup on Vincent van Gogh's Sunflowers painting at London's National Gallery, are seeking to reduce or quash sentences imposed for 4 separate protests. Now, outside the court, dozens of supporters held up banners calling for it to protect the right to protest and free political prisoners. Others sat on the ground holding photos of those in jail.
And we're here not just to stand up for their rights, but to protest about punitive laws that have been passed recently in this country that make it very difficult for anybody to peacefully protest in a way that any democratic country should allow.
The 2 activists accused of throwing orange paint powder on the standing megaliths at Stonehenge entered not guilty pleas when they appeared at Salisbury Crown Court. They faced a trial in September on 2 charges of damaging an ancient protected monument and intentionally or recklessly causing a public nuisance. In the London court, 5 others are appealing jail terms imposed after being convicted of conspiracy to cause a public nuisance when planning to blockade a UK motorway during an online call. Now, on Thursday, a coalition of climate and pro-Palestinian organizations plans to mobilize hundreds of people to block the road outside the appeal court in support of the activists. Climate protests have not stopped despite the stiff jail terms, and the activist stance have drawn condemnation as well.